Social Development Minister Bathabile Dlamini will brief the media in East London today on the future payments of social grants. This after a procurement process between SASSA and the South African Post Office did not yield the desired results. The Minister and the Post Office will also have to appear before SCOPA on Tuesday to report back on the collapsed talks. Our reporter Iviwe Poti has more.
Well, a very good day to you too, and definitely welcome to East London, where the Minister of Social Development, Bathabile Dlamini, has addressed the media, telling us that definitely SASSA has awarded one of the 4 functions that they will be needing from the Post Office. However, it seems that the Post Office wants all 4 or nothing. There has been meetings and communications between the 2 entities, but we'll be hearing more in terms of where the cracks are or where the failure is between the 2. But we'll be speaking to the acting CEO of SASSA, Ms. Pearl who will be telling us a bit more in terms of these meetings, these arrangements, where to from here, and as well as, very important, the cards that seem to be expiring by the end of December 2017. CEO, thank you very much for speaking to us. I think most importantly, tell us about the process that has happened from between the 2 entities, also the process deciding which function the Post Office is actually required or able to do, and why they've only been awarded one of the 4 services.
Thank you very much. Firstly, we were given a deviation by National Treasury to actually procure all the 4 services that we need as SASSA from Post Office as government to government entity. We gave the RFP to Post Office, of which they responded. With the evaluation process that took place, we had a due diligence that was done as well to actually see if they have any efficiencies to actually deliver the service to SASSA and the beneficiaries at large. Out of the 4 processes, Post Office only qualified for 1, of which is the system integrator, including giving SASSA the biometrics and also giving life certification with SASSA. With that integrated system, they were going to also link the biometric system with our system, which is SOCPEN system. And the other 3 services, they were found that they were not able to deliver. They didn't actually have efficiencies to actually deliver the other 3 services.
What has the communication or meetings been like after, or while post you have notified the Post Office that they will only be awarded one of the 4 services?
After we notified them, we gave them a letter of award and 3 days to respond, of which they actually requested that we extend to last week Thursday, of which we agreed with them because we really wanted to negotiate with them in good faith. And subsequent to that, we had a letter from Post Office, which was signed by their CEO, telling us that they will only be able to take the service that is being offered to them if we also give them the banking services and the card production as well.
Well, we understand that obviously the new process for the 3 other services will also start on the 3rd of November. However, looking like the negotiations between the 2 entities seem to have failed or are failing, will we also see a process where all 4 will start, or will you start with the 3 that are outstanding in good faith that maybe you might be able to clinch a new deal with the Post Office?
Quite honestly, time is not on our side as SASSA. If we don't see Post Office, coming back to us to say they do accept the 1 service that they're going to do, we will have to advertise for the 4 of them because we have to kickstart the procurement process again on the 3rd of November, and then on the 10th of November, the actual bid will be advertised in the Government Gazette.
And then lastly, and thank you so much for your time, most important, the expiry date on the SASSA cards seems to be the 31st of December 2017, which might, cause a bit of concern for community members. I really know that there are millions of beneficiaries. What is the process there, or is there any extension? What will be happening to those cards?
Thank you very much for that question. It's very important to our beneficiaries. I want to emphasize that our beneficiaries mustn't really panic about this process. It's under control, and we're trying our best to help them. And with the card, we have requested the Reserve Bank for extension, of which the extension has been granted to SASSA, which means that expiry date that is on the card in December, on the 31st of December, that card will not expire. They'll still be able to use that card for the next 12 months, of which is the extension that we have been given. And we want to emphasize that they must only wait for our communication with them. They mustn't take any other communications. They mustn't panic. They mustn't take whatever other people are saying. We will be communicating with them, and their grants will be paid as they are being paid now.
Thank you so much for your time, CEO.
Thank you.
Well, that was the CEO of SASSA, Pearl Bengu, telling us a bit more in terms of the arrangements and plans that will be going forward to ensure that come March 2018, there will be a new service provider. However, there will be a meeting in Parliament tomorrow between the two entities, that being SASSA and the Post Office. But for now, it's back to you in studio.